Alright y'all, back with another classic. You already see what it is. Iconic 1981 Chevrolet Corvette. Let's go ahead and get into it. This thing is super clean. As you can see, it's an all-white car. Navy blue interior. Me, myself, I'm not a super heavy Corvette guy. Older ones anyway. Love the new C8s. But I think that the white on blue is a desirable colorway. Red would probably be my first choice, but I do think some reason the white on blue is just iconic. It just looks good on cars. So let's go ahead and get into it. First, you see it's got the Cooper Cobra tires, new, all four corners, old school Corvette rallies. Body's in pretty good condition. Paint is probably a little better than driver's quality. I'm gonna say it's about an 8, honestly. As we go around it, you're not gonna see too many swirls or anything like that. So moving down the passenger side, that door gap looks pretty good. Door looks solid as well. I don't see any chipping or cracking. Normally this is the first thing that we'll notice on some of these cars. You'll start seeing the paint chipping around here. It looks pretty solid around there. T-top trim looks good. And keep moving. Rear quarter panel again looks pretty solid. Don't see any cracks, any major waves or anything that need to be pointed out. Rear hatch glass looks solid. No cracks, no spider webbing, and the seal around it looks good. Sometimes these do lift up, but they look pretty solid. Got a couple little paint chips around here. That's normal, that being a super thin area for paint right along those edges. The rear bumper looks good. No cracks in the plastics, no dents, no dings. Looks very nice. Coming down the driver's side, again, rear quarter panel looks solid. I'm gonna keep moving around. It's gonna be a quick little walk around, obviously, with a little quick 2-door. Again, body is very, very nice. The white is extremely bright. I would assume this has had a repaint at some point in time, but not 100% sure. Might have just been babied, because it's definitely got some shine to it. No dents or scratches on the hood. Hood looks good. Got your iconic pop-up headlights, which we'll show later on in the video. And front bumper is good. We have no dents, no cracks. Do have a little bit of a chip right here, and I can tell it's been filled in with touch-up paint. So again, 3 feet away, you don't really see it, but something that I did notice. I guess I can pop the hood first. Pretty clean under here. Somebody put a chrome breather on, chrome valve gasket, valve covers, newer alternator, power brakes, power steering. This is an AC equipped vehicle, so pretty clean underneath. Windshield, no cracks, no rock chips. I guess I should go on the other side. I can't remember if the T-tops themselves were just the see-through glass or they were the mirrored finish. So I took them off and put them in the back. They are mirrored. So as you can see, got the mirrored T-tops, which I think is super clean. All right. Passenger seat, got your normal wear and tear. No crazy rips or tears though. So just a normal. I just noticed somebody left the radio on. Hopefully the battery not dead. I saw the light moving. Passenger door panel looks good. No rips, no tears, no warping here. Carpet is a little discolored. Again, oxidation to do that. That's normal. You can kind of tell through the carpet how it's, you know, how dark it is there, and it gets a little bit lighter on the mats. And you can kind of perfectly tell. Imagine that light being sun. It's just the sun beating down on it, and eventually it does fade. Two most damaging things to a car: water and the sun. There is a dash mat on here, a carpet one. I would assume that the dash has cracks in it. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't pull it up because it's glued down. So even if the dash is in perfect condition, it's glued down and we're not gonna scrape all that off. So center console looks solid. You obviously got your fake wood trim that was super popular in the 80s. Driver's side seat, same as the passengers. normal wear and tear, but again, no rips in the seams or anything like that that need to be pointed out. Carpet's pretty solid, no burns or anything. And then here's our panel over here. Exact same discoloration in the carpet, which is normal, but everything else looks solid. So give me a second, we'll knock out this. All right, y'all, let's get started in the test drive. Surprisingly, the battery wasn't dead, so it must not have been on that long. Mileage reads 85,044. Let's see. Wipers work. I know the lights are on because they're vacuum operated and they just flipped up. Let's see. Radio is good. I got static. I got oil pressure, battery voltage, reading 3/4 of a tank of gas. We'll see if the oil temp and the regular temp comes up. It's cold outside, but I'm too lazy to put the T-tops on. So windows do work. I just rolled those up. No horn. Right turn signal shows. Left turn signal does not show. Let's see. AC blowing. Heater blowing. Let's turn this up. Let me keep this on while I drive. I think that's it, right? Let me see. Yeah. This is probably like our 5th or 6th model, or 5th or 6th Corvette of this model. And you guys know, again, I'm not a super big fan just because of how small they are. Like, bro, I always feel cramped in these things. But they are super fun to drive. You know, they're 350. I don't remember. It's somewhere. I had to look again. Somewhere in that 240 to 260 horsepower range, I think. I had to double check. But like, it just moves. Because like I said, this thing don't weigh nothing but like 3,000 pounds. So speedometer's working, tach is working. Oh, buddy taking a super wide turn. No lights or anything. Alright. Giving it a little bit of gas. Motor feels good. Shifts are what you expect. Pretty sure I had to, once we get on the rack, we'll check. I know it's got disc brakes. I think this is when they started using those Brembos. I think they're like 4 pistons. We'll check though on the rack because I don't remember. So the brakes feel good, feel pretty solid. A little on the firm side, but you know, your choice what you like. No belt squeal or anything else. Get from behind this truck. Idle sounds good. Got the glass up. Glass is not shaking in the doors or at the top. He was about to pull out and get smacked. Alright, get on the throttle a little more. Doing about 45. No shakes or anything. Slow down. Hands off the wheel. She's tracking straight. I didn't have any crazy shakes or anything. Top of my head a little bit cold, but give me a second. We're gonna get back and we'll check out underneath. All right, y'all, got the 81 up on the rack. Again, rear bumper looks solid. I see no cracks, nothing that need to be pointed out there. Looks like the exhaust has been replaced at some point in time. Spare tire holder looks good. All stock suspension. I don't see anything that's been changed. We can go down the passenger side first. Again, new exhaust basically from here on back, it looks like at some point in time. One of the cats were cats were removed. We're gonna move down. Frame looks good. Floors look solid. Got a little bit of factory undercoating there still, but no holes, no soft spots. Everything looks pretty good. Floors are definitely solid. Frame is good. No signs of leak from the oil or trans pan. A little bit hot under here right now. No leaks from the rack and pinion system. Disc brakes up in the front like as expected. Everything else looks stock. No leaks anywhere. A very clean car underneath, relatively. Front bumper is good as well. Again, no cracks or anything there, except for, again, that little touch-up spot that I showed. Moving down the passenger side. Wheels look good, no curb rash. Underneath the body, solid. Like I said, it's kind of hard because I really don't have anything to point out on this thing. I guess it's just a super solid Corvette. Body is just in excellent shape. Got those iconic flip-up lights. If you guys are interested in this Corvette, give us a call, 256-801-4409. Check us out at Rolling Museums on the website and Instagram.